Okay. Let me share my presentation. Okay. Good afternoon, learners. My name is Mr. Hlaba, and I will be presenting to you the accounting equation of CRJ. We have the accounting equation of CRJ, the accounting equation of CPJ, and then the combination of accounting equation of CRJ and CPJ. So in grade 8, we are currently only focusing for now the accounting equation of CRJ. As we are doing this as a revision, because we have done that in week 2, so we'll be doing a revision. Right, let's continue. Now, we are going to do this account equation analysis where we talk about the effects of the transaction on the accounting equation. Now, when we recap, we have assets is equals to owner's equity plus liabilities. Assets is equals to owner's equity plus liabilities. This is the formula or the format of accounting equation on how you should do the accounting equation. You have to know this equation of assets is equals to owner's equity plus liability. Everything that you do here, when you add those amount, owner's equity plus liability, they should give you the assets, meaning your equation will be correct. And then we are going to do with the effect. The effects will refer to as the amount of money that will be affected and the reason why we have that amount. Also under owner's equity, we are also going to have the effect and reason, same as in the liabilities. So you have to reason why there is an effect of 1,000 or an effect of 2,000. Reason being the assets is increased, reason why the assets has increased, why the owner's equity has increased, and why liability has increased. Now, what is important, grade 8, is that only 2 accounts must be affected. In accounting equation, only 2 accounts are affected. So let's recap on the different types of accounts that we have. Let's just do a recap on different types of accounts that we have. We'll start with the assets account. Now, the assets is split into 2. We have a fixed asset, we have a current asset. Fixed assets, we have a land and building, vehicle, equipment. This is just a recap on the types of accounts that we have, so that you remember when we continue. Then we have a current assets, trading stock, debtors, bank, cash flow, and PT cash. So these are the accounts that we have that falls under the assets. And then we have owner's equity accounts. Owner's equity accounts has income and expenses account. For an example, under the income account, we will have the current income, we will have a sales, we will have a rent income. Now, we also have personal owner's account, which is capital when the owner deposits the money and drawings when the owner takes the money out of the bank. So these are the accounts that we have that falls under the personal's account, owner's personal account. And then under the expenses, we will have, for an example, material cost, cost of sales, telephone, water, electricity, wages, salaries, trading license, stationery. These are examples of the accounts that the business is paying. Whenever the business is paying these types of this account, it will fall under the expenses. And lastly, we have liabilities. Under the liabilities, we will have a long-term liability and the current liabilities. So under the long-term liabilities, we'll have what we call a mortgage bond. These are the accounts that you will find when you go to grade 9, grade 10, grade 11. Just a brief recap on those accounts that when you encounter them, remember we do have these accounts. But in grade 8, you are not going to do them. Just an information that we do have such accounts. Current liability account, we have creditors and bank overdraft. Now in grade 8, we don't do the liabilities. You will start to do these accounts in grade 9. So let us go and do the transaction and see on how are we recording these transactions. Right. Remember, I've said that there are 2 accounts that are affected in the transaction. Now, the first transactions that we are going to have, we are having this book of Mr. G. Krob started his own business, Trade Law, specializing in sanding, repairing, and polishing wooden floors. So grade 8, what is important is that in grade 8, we only focus on the services business. We don't have a trading business where you are going to have sales and cost of sales. This sales and cost of sales, you are going to do it when you get to grade 9. So in grade 8, you are only focusing on the services business where you will find you have a current income only. So this business of this Mr. Krob is a services business. He's doing a polishing wooden floors. Now, the first transaction of the Mr. Krob deposited 200,000 into his current bank account. Now, as I have mentioned, this Mr. Krob the owner is depositing 200,000 into his current bank account as his capital contribution. As I have mentioned, what is important when you analyze the transaction, there are 2 accounts that are affected. Just remember that every time when you analyze the transaction, 2 accounts that are affected. So what are those 2 accounts that are affected? Here we are talking about the bank and we are talking about the capital. Why are we talking about the bank? Because the money is deposited into the bank account. So remember, under those types of transactions that we have, when those types of accounts that we had, when I was analyzing them, I've shown you a bank falls under which falls under which type of an account. So you analyze them first before you can record. Now, we are going to have assets, we have owner's equity, and we have liabilities. We have effect, reason, effect, reason, effect, reason. Now, how are we going to record that? So firstly, you have to check as to whether these 2 accounts that you have identified, whether are they falling under the assets or are they falling under the owner's equity or liability. For now, remember this. Don't stress yourself about the liability. Only focus on the assets and owner's equity. Because I've said that in grade 8, we only focus on the account that falls under the assets and owner's equity. The liability, you are going to do it when you get to grade 9. Now, the owner is depositing 200,000 into the account, current account of the business. Now, the effect, we are talking about the 200,000 here. 200,000 is plus 200,000 under the effect. Why? Because when you deposit the money into the bank account, the bank is going to increase. The reason is cash increase. You can either say bank increase or cash increase. The other account that is affected again is going to be fall under the owner's equity. So under the owner's equity is going to be plus 200,000. And the reason owner's equity or owner's capital contribution, because the owner is contributing the capital to his business. And now that money is going to increase the owner's equity. So liability, we have nothing. Because again, the other highlight that I may advise you to check, when you do cash receipt accounting equation, you are not going to come across, or you are not going to come across a transaction where it talks about the liabilities. Always remember that. Let us move to the second transaction. The second transaction, repair a client's wooden floor and receive 1,000 Rand in cash. Let's see how we analyze it. Two accounts that must be affected. Now we are receiving the money. Because we are receiving the money, meaning our bank is going to be affected. And a bank falls under the assets. Right. Let's check again the second one that is going to be affected. Because we are doing a services business, the repair has been done. Repair has been done on the client's wooden floor. So what comes to our mind that we have rendered the service to this particular client, now he's paying us. He's paying us this 1,000. So our owner's equity is also going to be affected. Let us see how are we going to record it. It is going to be plus 1,000 Rand under the effect, because the money is coming into the business plus the assets, and then our cash is going to increase. Cash increase, you can also say bank increase. Instead of saying cash, you can say bank increase. It is still also acceptable. Let's check under owner's equity. Is going to be plus 1,000 Rand, and then our reason for that, it is because of the services rendered. Remember, what we are doing, the books that we are doing, or the type of the business that we are doing, it's a service business. Now we have rendered the service to this business. We are receiving that amount of 1,000 Rand. So the reason will be services rendered. So that services rendered, it's an income to the business. It's an income to the business. Under the liability, we are going to have nothing here. It's nothing here. Let's move to the next transaction. Our next transaction, which is the last, received 1,120 in Rand for some storage space used by an electronics business, which means as a business, we have a building, we have rented that building to someone. Now that particular person is paying the business. So when that particular person is paying the business, we are going to receive that money, which is 1,100. It was for rent. Let's look at the effect that is going to be under the accounting equation. It is going to be plus 1,120 under the assets, because when we receive that money from that particular person, because he's paying the business for the rent, the cash is going to increase under the assets. As I've mentioned, you can either say cash increase or bank increase. And then under the owner's equity is going to also be 1,100. The reason for that 1,100 is because of the rent income. It's because of this rent. Because we have rented, this money is coming into the business, is rent income. That's the reason why this 1,000, the effect of plus 1,120. And the grade A's, again, what is important is that you have to also show these signs. Plus indicates that it's going, the money is increasing, minus the money is decreasing. So these signs are very, very important under the section in the account. Counting equation. I believe